everyone, it's your girl, Miss Analytical. I'm coming to you straight out of NYC on this quiet Friday night. So, breaking news, if you haven't heard, Will Smith has officially resigned from the Academy Awards as a voter. So, many people don't know this, but Will Smith was a member of the Voting Academy. Meaning that he had voting privileges to vote for who was going to win the award in the acting category. But what occurred this afternoon, Will Smith officially resigned from the Academy. He chose to resign because of the slap heard around the world. That's right, he slapped Chris Rock. Now, I'm going to say this. I think that's big of him to do. And I think that, I said he shouldn't have slapped him. But there was beef brewing between those two going back to 2016. And I want to say that reading the Hollywood Reporter, and I'm going to read this. He should not have hit him, but I think Will Smith did the right thing. It's like, let me put this behind me. Let me just, move on from this. So I'm going to read to you what Will Smith, what it reads. And I'm going to read to you from the Hollywood Reporter, because they really focus on the Oscars, and they do a really good job with that. So it reads, Will Smith resigns from Academy after inexcusable actions at the Oscars. The actor says he's heartbroken for depriving others of their opportunity to be celebrated and will accept all consequences for slapping Chris Rock at the awards show. It reads, in the wake of slapping Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars, Will Smith said Friday that he is resigning from the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences. In a statement obtained by the Hollywood Reporter, Smith said he was heartbroken and would accept the consequences for his conduct during the Sunday ceremony. My actions at the 94th Academy Awards presentation were shocking, painful, and inexcusable. The list of those I have heard is long, includes Chris, his family, many of his dear friends and loved ones, all those in attendance and global audiences at home. Smith says, I betrayed the trust of the Academy. I've deprived other nominees and winners of their opportunity to celebrate. Just give me one moment because, I'm going to do it from there. To celebrate. For the extraordinary work. I am heartbroken. I want to put the focus back on those who deserve attention for their achievements and allow the Academy to get back to the incredible work it does to support creativity and artistry in film. Earlier this week, the Academy began disciplinary proceedings against Smith after a meeting of his board of governors and issued a statement saying Will was asked to leave the show following a slap, but that he refused. The statement didn't provide details, but acknowledged that the Academy could have handled the situation differently. One board member told The Hollywood Reporter that it still wasn't made clear who asked Will Smith to leave or the sequence of events, while two other sources said there was never requests made directly to the actor. I believe that. Smith's resignation means he can no longer vote for the Oscars, but he could still be nominated for Academy Awards, attend future ceremonies, and still keep the statue he won. Still, the Academy's formal review will continue. We have received and accepted Mr. Will Smith's immediate resignation from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. The Academy's standards of conduct in advance of our next scheduled board meeting on April 18th. The actor said in his statement Friday that he has responded to the Academy's disciplinary hearing notice and will fully accept any and all consequences for his conduct. Rock was presenting Best Documentary Feature at the Oscars on Sunday when he made a G.I. Jane joke about Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, who had a shaved head. The actress has alopecia. Afterwards, Smith walked onto the stage, slapped the Rock, and then returned to his seat where he shouted at the comedian to keep his wife's name out of his fucking mouth. Later in the show, while accepting the Oscar for Best Actor for his performance in King Richard, Smith made a tearful apology to the Academy and fellow nominees. But it wasn't until Monday in an Instagram post that Smith apologized to Rock. Rock has remained mostly silent, telling the audience at his comedy show in Boston on Wednesday night, "I'm still kind of processing what happened. So at some point, I'll talk about that shit. And it'll be serious. And it'll be funny." In an interview that aired Friday on Good Morning America, the producer of the 2022 Oscar telecast, Will Packard, said he initially thought Smith smacking Rock was a bit until Rock came backstage and confirmed that he had really been hit. "Once I saw Will yelling at the stage with such vitriol, my heart dropped. And I just remember thinking, oh no, not like this," recalled Packard. Chris was keeping his head when everyone else was losing theirs. Packard said Rock insisted he was fine and refused to press charges when approached by LAPD. But they left out a important point, which was after he presented that award and went backstage, he left and went to the Getty party. He did not stay at all. Now, I said before and I say again, I don't think that Will should not return that Oscar because he worked hard for that. But I agree if they were to suspend him. That's just how I feel. And the reason being is because he got up on stage and he did do something that was a criminal act. But at the same time, I'm split on it 50-50 because I knew sooner or later they was going to get into it. And this has to do with 2016 hashtag Oscars So White. Will and Jada are the reason, along with other black actors and other actors who are non-white. But because of them, they are the reason why the following people were nominated and won Oscars. Viola Davis won in 2017 for Fences. Mahershala Ali won in 2017 for Moonlight. Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Supporting Actor, respectively. 2018, for the first time in history, a black woman was nominated twice for Oscars in a supporting role and for Best Original Song. And that is the queen of hip-hop soul, Mary J. Blige. And that was huge because she came from music and she came from hip-hop. 2018, Jordan Peele won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, the first black man ever. And Kobe Bryant won an Oscar, the first basketball player to win an Oscar for a period. But he won for Best Animated Short Film. 2019, you had Spike Lee that won an Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay for BlacKkKlansman. Then you have Regina King won, the first black child star to win for Best Supporting Actress. But she was the first to win an Oscar completely. And the second black person to win an Oscar twice, Mahershala Ali, for Green Book. Okay? Now, 2020, you had Cynthia Erivo. She was nominated twice for her role in Harriet, and for Best Original Song for Harriet. And in 2021, Daniel Kaluuya nominated again, but he won for Judas and Black Messiah. Excellent role. Performance. Then you have other people of color. the lady from Minari. You had a woman from Mexico who's now on the voting board. She was nominated for Best Actress. You had now Ariana DeBose, a person of color. So this was something that Will and Jada did. They made history with this Oscar So White. And Chris mocked them when this whole thing went down initially in 2016. So it's like he started it there and it ended that night. And I feel that Will Smith risked his whole career to just basically say enough is enough. When do you stop it, Chris? When do you stop making fun of your people? I think that it was just bigger than his wife. I think it was a slap to basically put him in check and stop cooning. That's my take on this. I'm going to go deeper into this on Sunday because I'm going to do a live because I think this needs to be talked about more in depth. But that's my take on it. Chris, Will Smith, I hope you hear this. Don't you return that Oscar. And with that being said, it's your girl, Miss Sound a Little Cool. I'm signing off. Have a beautiful night. If you're hanging out, go to the clubs. And my favorite month is here. One of my favorite months is here. April. Shout out to all the Aries in the world. Listening to the podcast. Take care. Good night.